Charlie Munger just tripled down on Alibaba while simultaneously saying no to all the FUD bullcrap out there about Baba and Chinese names. And I'm going to cover that all in this video and give you my thoughts. Also guys, stick around to the end as I have a very, very special present for you. So smash that like button and subscribe if you're new. You're watching More Money. Let's get it. What's up guys? So sorry that this video is coming out a bit late. I worked a 14-hour day today, so I just got to this at midnight, so the video might not come out till like 3 or 4 in the morning. But honestly, this is important enough that I'd rather lose a little bit of the sleep to make sure that you guys get the right information. So let's go. So Charlie Munger, who's the vice chairman of Berkshire Hathaway, who's also the longtime partner of CEO Warren Buffett, just tripled down on his Alibaba investment through the Daily Journal Corporation in the fourth quarter of 2021. And he maintained his position all while the FUD was heavy throughout November and December. I was addressing misinformation on this channel almost on a daily basis, either through the videos or in the comments section. And I was very surprised with how negative outlets like Bloomberg became closer to the end of the year, and I debunked a lot of it right here on this channel. So I think this teaches us a really valuable lesson here, which is don't listen to any of the FUD out there. Pay attention to it, but then you gotta do your own research and bring an eye of professional skepticism to every news article, both good and bad. And although I do acknowledge my bias as a shareholder, I do a pretty decent job of being fair to Baba on this channel, as you guys have mentioned in the comments below. I try to explain the strengths and the weaknesses of the company. I have explained how strong their Chinese commerce business really is, but I've also shown you how Lazada and Ellie.me are lagging behind Tencent. I've also even gone as far as showing you in detail Alibaba's intent to make Ellie.me a success through the integration of that platform with their grocery delivery ambitions. Alibaba is far from perfect, guys, but with that said, I think they're worth somewhere in the around $300 per share range, not $100, and I'm glad that Charlie Munger agrees. Now, you guys need to note a few points about that Charlie Munger position. The first is that although this position is now $71 million, it's also a small proportion of his net worth overall. Remember, guys, Charlie Munger is worth $2 billion, and that $71 billion position that he has through the Daily Journal Corporation, when you multiply that by his proportional share ownership of the Daily Journal Corporation, becomes a very immaterial portion of his overall net worth. Now, he might own more that isn't disclosed, I don't know, but the point here really is to refrain from going all in on this position. Please continue to focus on your portfolio diversification. I always say that to everybody in the comments. Now, the second point that I want to make is that by Munger continuing to purchase Alibaba, it really solidifies the fact that Berkshire is likely not going to be buying here. I wouldn't think that Charlie Munger would want to front-run Berkshire, nor even appear to be doing so. I'm aging myself here a bit, but there was a person maybe 11 or 12 years ago, let me know in the comments about the exact date, who many people thought would take over Warren Buffett's job as CEO of Berkshire Hathaway. His name was David Sokol, but he actually ended up leaving Berkshire for that very reason. So no, you would absolutely never want to front-run Berkshire Hathaway or their shareholders. The third point, and you're not going to like this point, but Charlie Munger buying the stock does not matter. Just because Munger's buying today doesn't necessarily mean he won't sell tomorrow. And so personally, I'm not taking buy or sell cues from him. And what's crazy is that my warning did come true because Manish Praprai did buy the shares of Alibaba, but then he subsequently sold them. Now, most of you are super experienced, and I don't have to tell you this, but for the people who are less experienced that do watch this channel, please make sure that you do your own analysis and even have your own model built on Alibaba so you can conduct the analysis for yourself. Now, I know not everyone knows how to model an opportunity, which is why I give away my model for free. And it's the exact model that I use for my analysis on the company. You can grab it for free in the description below. I even found a way to publish it to the internet so it doesn't even look like I'm farming you guys for your emails. It doesn't even ask you for your email. You just click on the link and the model opens up. And I really don't care. Take the model, learn as much as you can from it, download it, change the inputs in any area that you think I'm wrong or off. Additionally, guys, I didn't start this channel to necessarily make money. I already have enough. I started this channel to create a legacy. I want to help people gain the tools necessary to achieve financial freedom. I used to complain about this not being taught in schools, and then I just decided, you know what? Instead of complaining, why don't I do something about it? So that's why in 2021, I started this channel. And in 2022, I'm going to be putting on free introductory to financial modeling Zoom group calls throughout the year. And yes, I said free. I'm going to put together the slide materials and walk you through a live building of a financial model of a company so that you guys can learn and understand how it's done. I've limited the space so that I can answer questions as they come up on the Zoom calls. So So if you're interested, just shoot me an email. It's that easy. Eventually, I will release a course that I will charge a nominal amount for, but for now, I just want to provide as much free value to the world as I can. And this is not a funnel to get you to buy anything. If you want to support me, the Patreon is right here. All the money goes to hiring an editor so I can get more videos out to you guys. The way that I'm thinking about this is that 50 years from now when I retire, I want to know that I helped at least 1,000 people achieve financial freedom sooner. And why am I doing this? Well, because I was a poor welfare kid once upon a time, and I stumbled into a bookstore in the very early 2000s and discovered Peter Lynch and Warren Buffett. From there, I was set on a path to achieving financial freedom. And although I'll never meet Peter Lynch or Warren Buffett, this is kind of my way of saying thank you to them as I get to impart the wisdom over to you all as they did to me through their writings. And I've been having so much fun doing this. I actually committed to helping you guys learn more about Alibaba so much that I actually gave up my Christmas holidays and put together a 10-part series on Alibaba's Investor Day presentation. It's been very well received with something like 70,000 views. So if you missed any of it, the link to the series is right here.